Hi guys, welcome to Friday Night with Dunes. Jordana.
Where we give you the inside gossip on everything on the streets of social media. But today we're going to be doing something different because, well, we all know it's Mother's Day. It's the Mother's Day
Yeah.
season,
Dun,
Mother's
dun,
Day
dun,
week.
dun,
So
dun,
we're
dun,
here with an
dun.
amazing mother.
In case you're
Beautiful, if
wondering,
I do say so
who is sitting down
myself.
here? Who is in our space? Who is sitting down in
Like,
Friday
look
night?
at
What's
her. Like,
happening? Well, we have our beautiful guest who is a mother in absence of Mother's Day. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, hi. My name is adeolaosoka, and it's good to be on the show with you guys.
Yeah, welcome. She's so cute, so
stop,
soft
stop.
spoken. She look like us.
Mood.
So, in appreciation of all our African mothers, our Nigerian mothers, we are going to be centering today's topic about them because why won't we appreciate our mothers? Yeah, Niwura. Yeah. So, our first question today, are you guys ready?
Yes, we are.
Jordan, are you ready? Mrs.
Do
Adela,
I
are
have a
you
choice?
ready?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
I am.
so this particular question is very, very sensitive to everybody that's going to listen, but pay attention. Now, how can we create a supportive and non judgmental environment for individuals who have had abortions or the ones that are considering to have one? In as much as we are in an African society where there is stigmatization. Yeah, so how can we have an open conversation about abortion? Be free to talk about it as African girls, young women.
Yeah. Okay. First off, I'd say the question you asked already like partly answers the question itself. So I'd say is to create an environment where there are no judgments. Love actually covers a multitude of things. And if you're considering having an abortion, there are no judgments. I'm not one to judge. So I don't know your story. I don't know what might have led to that decision. Well, what I'd advise to those people that have that kind of a person in their space is to just love on them. Whatever it is that they may be going through, just find a place in your heart to like take them in, make it safe and conducive for them. That's
So yeah, Jordan. So you're just looking like that. What do you think?
Well, it is that I find what she said really, really cute, and she's really right about the whole thing. But me personally, right, I've just always not been a fan of abortion. Like, I understand the circumstances and everything, because I mean that you don't want it and
Yeah.
everything, but then there are some times that there are people that they know what they are doing during it. They knew when, like, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, and like they did not take the proper measures that they were
precautions.
supposed to and stuff like that. I'm just like, you know how the body works. We all like, you know how these things are supposed to go. If it's a matter of like you don't have the money to, or you do not have
Yeah.
some means, but it's a matter of you are playing around with your boyfriend, and then all of a sudden you guys broke up, and then now you want to kill somebody that has nothing to do with the situation. I don't know if you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
that's
I
Yeah.
like
totally
kind of
get.
like my issue with the whole thing, just like killing in general. I don't really think that like
Yeah.
murdering an innocent person is like worth it and everything. And then secondly, like I just feel like as if like the health precautions. One reason, like the thing is that me, I've always told myself that no matter what situation I get into, even if I don't have the money and everything, I don't think I'd ever do an abortion. Mostly
Yeah.
because like the truth is that like even if I'm struggling and everything, I'm not ready.
Mm.
My fear is that some people are blessed to be able to conceive once,
Yeah.
and if you
Yes.
True
go through
that.
that,
True that.
the I've heard of them taking out the whole womb with, like, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, like, of course you can go to a careful person and everything, but then goodness knows if you'll be blessed with the joy of having a child again, because there are multiple people out there who
Trying
who
to
cannot who
conceive. Yeah.
cannot even, who are barren. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like I take that whole situation very,
Very, very.
very dearly. Like I don't,
Yeah.
it's just very important to me. So that's just my own take on the matter.
Abortion is
Yeah.
very vast, literally. Like
Yeah.
you can't really take a side, especially as a woman. Do you understand?
Yes,
Being that
yes.
it's our body, it's our
Your
experience,
choice,
it's your
your word,
choice.
yeah.
You can't really take a side. I can't be say I'm pro. I can't really say I'm against. Do you understand? Circumstances are not like the examples you gave just applied to a section of the abortion thing.
Yes,
The
exactly
your
my
boyfriend
point.
left you, you said
Yeah.
it. That's one. There are
Some
other
people get
cases.
raped.
Exactly. There's
Some
rape.
get raped,
There's
yeah.
probably even ectopic pregnancy that you actually have to remove the baby. Health
Yeah.
reasons, do you understand?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
things that come
Yeah.
around it. But like the fact that I love her answer, because seeing a Nigerian mother like give from the perspective that first of all you need to show love to the person. It's not something you
Yes.
True.
hear every day,
Yes.
True.
because everybody has this
No, I'm not saying that
stigmatization.
I'm not
No,
going to
no,
show
yes,
love
no,
to the
Yeah, of
no,
person.
no, no.
course,
I'm
I'm
of
saying
just
that
course,
saying
yeah.
I
no.
was so impressed with the
Yeah.
answer for that reason. Like being that you first of all think about the person, the victim of the abortion.
Very
You
Yeah.
think about
true.
the person's mental
Very
health, because
true.
it would be so bad that somebody has performed the act, then the person is guilt shamed
Yeah.
massively.
Yeah.
Fine, what you did is totally wrong. In fact, there's nothing right about it a little bit, and there's no, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like based on the circumstances, I just feel like the first thing first is to let the person know that you are first of all loved. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Very
What
true.
you have done has not made you the worst person in the world,
No.
but these are the right ways to go about it. Precautions, do you understand?
Yeah.
And that's where it comes to like social sensitization. You get what I'm saying? So I really loved her answer. That's what I was just trying to
All right.
pinpoint. Do you
Okay,
get?
I agree. I
Yes.
agree perfectly.
So, as I was trolling on Instagram today, I saw a particular picture. Whenever I saw the picture, I was like, I don't understand what's happening here. So the person actually posted a tweet where he said, "Whatever you do in this life, do not complain to a woman about how difficult your life is. Do not exclamation mark." So basically, when I saw it first, I really did not really understand.
Yeah.
Then I went to the comment section and I started seeing people saying things like, "In everything you do in this life, truly do not ever complain to a woman about how difficult things are." Then women even came out and the women were like, "It's true. Like if my boyfriend should tell me the things that he's going through, the bad, like the terrible financial situation he's in, or whatever thing he's going through, basically, like." There's a way I look at him, because obviously men have this egoistic provider standard. So if your provider boyfriend is telling you, things are not the way it is right now, I'm going through a lot of things, and he's complaining times down number.
Yeah.
The question is, do you think it's okay for the girl to like have a 50-50 mentality? Like, should I stay here? Should I go? Do you understand? If I should suffer with this boy, what's the update that it will not leave me in the future?
Okay.
Do you understand? So
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
guys think?
I get that. I get that. And I think what I'd say to that is, first of all, I think you should first settle in your mind that you're with someone, not for what they can offer you. You should just want to be there for, genuine reasons. You love and care for them. Yeah, it should not like they shouldn't you shouldn't be there where they walk all over you, of course.
Yeah.
But you should just be there because you want to. So if for instance they say something is going on with someone that's been, being the provider, someone that's
Yeah.
been given to you, if something is going on with them and it's perhaps nothing is going on with you, and you happen to have the finances to like support in that time, by all means you should. But you shouldn't do it because you're trying to. That's one thing. I think I've had discussion a few times with a couple of friends, and we're just gisting, and it was like, look, if I'm doing something for someone, maybe someone I'm in a relationship with, I'm married now, but yeah, if I was with someone and I was doing something for them, maybe giving them money at some point, I'm going to do it, like I'll try to do it, because nothing is really devoid of you can't really be 100% objective. You're just going to count your costs and say, okay, if this happens, is it going to like make or mar me? If this person decides to walk away from this relationship now,
Yes.
how am I going to take it?
Oh my God.
Do you get? So you're just going to decide for yourself, I want to do this because I want to, not necessarily for like tit tat, what they can give, what they can give, or I want them to say you're trying to buy their love. No, no, no. Just do it because you want to.
I feel like this is welcome to the non-toxic side of relationships. Because on this show, we've always been there, and everything is so soft.
I
Like
know,
it sounds so soft. It sounds so workable. Like
Yeah.
it feels good for like my age mate to hear something like this, because I feel like everybody's right now
trying
is like
to see what they can get
transaction.
off is transactional.
What
True.
is, what is
It
not.
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. You'd be more at peace with it if you are actually doing it because you want to, as opposed to trying to, do something for someone because of what you can get back from them,
the person.
even if it's love,
Chai.
So that's my take on that. That's how I feel about that. Just something to say, Jordan.
Jordan, oh please don't give me. Stop. You're gonna make me cry.
Like Like
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about how what she said is so
it's
beautiful because
that's I don't understand. Like I feel
it's
like
so
it's too
Oh my
peaceful.
god.
beautiful.
I'm not comfortable. I'm a bang bang person. What's happening? It's giving
Like
love is so pure. Love
Oh
is so
my
like
god.
me, right? I'm the type of
Yeah.
person that I'm like I don't say I feel bad for the way that I like people, the way I've loved
Yeah.
people in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of those your first time crushes and
Of
everything
course,
when
that
like you
end
just
up
want
crushing you.
like like I'm the type of person that like when I like someone,
Yeah,
like your burdens, your traumas, your everything. I
definitely.
want you
As
to
it should
lay it
be.
on me. I want you to lay it on me. I want you to
Um.
speak to me. I want you to
Okay.
talk
Yeah.
to me. And I want us to go through it together. Even if you want it to be
Mm-hmm.
even if you want to be silent, I want to sit down with you and we'll both be silent
That's
about it
fine.
together.
hey.
Yeah.
Do you get me? I
Oh.
just want to go through it with the person because I just feel like as if like it does not matter if the person is going to be there later or not because it is that is about what is going on now. Yes, when
True.
if
True.
eventually the person is the type of person that they will leave you when they become big and whatever,
Yeah.
like at least I can have the peace that I was
You
my
did
best person
exactly.
to him,
Exactly.
that I loved him
Exactly.
wholly and not
Yeah.
because of who he was going to be or what
Yeah.
I was going to reap in the future.
Very true.
I did not take him as an investment. I took him as someone I loved. Do you
Yes,
feel me?
yes,
So
yes.
like
And
yeah.
sorry to cut you, but I think I usually have this conversation with my husband where I'm like, I feel like the peak of living is when you're actually living outside of yourself.
Yeah.
That's what like true living entails. When you are not living from getting. When you know how you feel when you see maybe a beggar by the roadside and you actually have some change on you and you can actually give to that person.
Yes,
You know how
without
the feeling
expecting.
is without
Yes,
expecting.
exactly.
Exactly. You know how the feeling is where you just feel like it's kind of, it feels like you are connected, if you will, to your human side more. You feel more
Yes,
human, you feel more
yes,
empowered,
yes.
you feel more
Like I
kind.
just did a good
You,
thing, you
yes,
know?
exactly. You feel like you even though you gave, it feels like you were poured into.
Ha.
Do you
Yeah,
get?
I have this thing that I do. I know
So
this is
it's
very like off and everything, but I have this thing that I do
mm,
that like even though sometimes I cannot like spare the change that I have. Maybe like I need a certain amount of me. That I
yeah.
do this thing whereby like in my mind I'm just like I hope God blesses this person today.
You,
Like if I
yeah,
couldn't like I read like and then
you
every
get.
time I do it, it just makes you feel so happy. Like
Actually,
oh
so
like
really,
I'm
peak of
human
living
and
is when you're
stuff.
living outside of yourself. When you're not living for, oh, what can I get from here? What can I get from this? What can I?
I feel
So
like
that's it.
unconditionally or not on purpose, you
Yeah.
offer therapy to all of us.
Oh
Because
my,
Jordan is just feeling, I'm just so
I
proud of
know.
her. Oh,
You are not proud of me before. Oh, I
I
don't
am proud of you,
understand.
but like the way you're connecting
Hey.
most to this love side, we don't see this on Jude and Joe generally. Like
Okay.
honestly, we're always so
I'm not a
we're
loving
not
person in the
feisty
first
per
place.
se, but
Like,
like this feels so good. Honestly, I'm not going to I'm not going to like
I'm not like a lovey person. I don't like
the
connecting with my
accept your love
emotions.
inside.
Leave
Oh
me!
God.
Leave me!
You're a
Yours to
preacher
keep my
of love.
heart
Accept your
high.
preacher of love. Accept it. Don't worry. So Jada wanted to ask you a very, very sweet question for the
Okay.
parents in the house.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
I'm all
Yeah,
ears.
like, is it true that you guys low key, oh? You guys low key have like a favorite child?
Hmm.
Um. Okay. I think.
Sorry, love.
Sorry. Yeah. I think this conversation has come up with me and a couple of friends, and I probably say the same thing I said to them. Where okay. So it's this way. When you have a couple of children, for instance, okay, like my husband's family, I'm not saying that's how it is, I'm just giving that as an example
Mm-hmm.
to say that his mom has four boys and a girl. You know
Mm-hmm.
what that means? You know, us girls are we're more
Mm-hmm.
homely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Typical girl is more homely. The girl will be the one that will most likely check up more on the parents. She'll
Yes.
be the
Mm-hmm.
one that will
Mm-hmm.
most likely call if they have a pressing need. Should be the one to now be most bothered.
Yes,
Not because
actually.
the other sons don't care.
I feel like it's just a feminine feature.
Yeah, exactly. So you get, so it's not because the other sons don't care, but just because it's a girl thing, you know. So in that instance now, you know, the person that touches your heart more might eventually be, quote and unquote, your favorite. It's a typical human thing. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it and say, oh no, you shouldn't have a favorite child, you should do this, you shouldn't do this. But I'm just saying that it's just the natural human thing where you feel most loved, you gravitate more
Yeah.
to where you feel
Yeah.
most loved.
Yes.
However, it's important to try to keep the balance.
Okay.
You shouldn't rub it in the faces of
Yes.
the other kids where it now starts to breed sibling rivalry.
Mm.
Where they start to say, like the Bible story of Joseph and his
And his
brothers, where it was
brothers,
so
yes.
visible that
Yes.
the
That the
father
father
was
loved Joseph more.
biased,
Yes.
to
Yes.
Joseph, and then the brothers ended up ganging up against him.
Against
So
him.
yeah,
Yes.
it's only wise for the parents to, there will be eventually that one person. You see little kids, how maybe amongst little kids, you see one that's more empathetic. The parents are, maybe dad walks in, he looks like he's tired, and then the child runs and says, "How are you doing?" So that's just some of it is just to say that would likely gravitate more towards where
Towards
we're
where you
most
are
loved.
loved. Hmm.
But the wise thing to do is to just make sure that it's not something you're championing, you're holding as
Yes.
a,
Love is distributed
yeah,
evenly,
just try
basically.
to keep it as even as you
I don't
can.
know why in my head this is relating to like friendships. Like, when you have like
True,
one close
true,
friend, and
true,
then like let's say
true.
you have like 3 or 4 close friends in general,
Yeah,
maybe not all of them are close, but like
very
you feel
true,
me, and then when
very
somebody will
true.
hit you up and be like, you're replacing
Exactly.
me. Do you feel me? So I'm just like, I don't know
Yeah.
where I'm related to it, like, oh, like show that you love them, but not too much, so that your other friend does not feel like as if, oh,
Yeah.
especially if like the one that you're showing a lot of love is not like your bestie or something. I don't know if you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying.
Okay, whoever is really love
Like
is
you will
probably
not
not
make your
reciprocating
bestie
it
feel
back.
like as if she's not
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
Now, there's this social orientation about marriage.
Okay.
Like me personally, as a young girl,
Mm.
like in Nigeria, there's this sense of all men cheat.
Okay.
All men do that, all men do that. As a girl, I've heard a lot of women say, as a married woman, so far your husband comes home, takes care of your family, takes care of your children, pays your children fees, and your husband, like, he makes time for you. When you need him,
Yeah.
he's there. It's not like as if when you need him, he's absent, where there's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be concerned about checking your husband's phone, checking if he's, if all the kind of things. Like, there shouldn't be any room for, oh, I'm doubting my husband, even if he's cheating, quote and unquote.
Even
If he's
okay.
cheating, so far he's doing the duties of a father in the home. My baby girl, mind your business and face your children. I've heard it a lot of times.
Yeah.
And as a young person hearing something like that, I don't think it's encouraging a lot of us to really hold on to that ideology of the
Yeah.
perfect marriage. Even though it's not like the perfect marriage, but I do want to have a
Okay.
very good marriage.
Very, very, very true.
So
It's a
what do
very
you think?
great. I think I don't share that sentiment. I'd say that like I'm taking taking a clear stand. I don't share the sentiment. I don't think all men cheat. I think some men cheat. I listened to someone, was he on a live session a couple of days ago where they addressed this issue, however, not head on,
Okay.
but they addressed it talking about, some people say, yeah, one man cannot be married to a particular woman alone for the rest of his life. That's a far-reaching statement in the sense that the person, and I'm not quoting but just paraphrasing, they went on to explain that men can be loyal to a football club, men can have a favorite food, men can be loyal to a particular brand of phone, men can be loyal to a particular brand of car.
Yeah.
Some men just have a preference for
Yes.
particular products. And then you come on to say, I don't have a fidelity bone in me. Don't say that. Just admit in his
That
words
you're a
the
chronic cheat.
wretchedness of your
Exactly.
character.
Because then they
Just
say,
say that.
my
Don't
chromosome
say,
is
yeah.
high, it's my body.
So if you are
as
able
a man,
to-
you naturally cheat. Oh, please.
Oh, please,
Oh.
really. If you are able to stay faithful to a football club, that means you actually have fidelity in you. You just decide where you put it.
Yes.
Bam!
That's
Boom.
Ibu
just-
Edo. Anybody that cheats, if I hear
Sharp.
that, oh, kiniko, you are hearing. You have it in you. You are just a cheat. That's
you
why.
just
That
exactly.
excuse you're making for that man.
He's
That
just a
excuse
cheat,
saying
baby.
that oh, but
Yeah.
I don't
He's a
believe
cheat.
it though. Thank you and good night.
This is from a married woman. She's telling you that if you are cheating, or
Yeah,
if you have
just-
thought of, you don't come at them that
Yeah,
it's a man
it's-
thing,
no,
men
no, no,
cheat.
it's not.
No,
No, amen thing. You
are
can
the
stay
cheat.
very loyal
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
feel like. You
Yeah.
just don't feel like.
Don't worry, our loyal man is there somewhere.
Yeah,
Wherever you are.
actually.
Not our own, mine
Mine.
and yours too. But we are not sharing. Thank you.
No best.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'm pretty much enjoying everything that we're talking about. To be
Yes,
very
I
honest,
might too.
I'm enjoying it. So now, this is a particular question that I personally brought up to ask.
Okay.
It says, female teenage discipline.
Okay.
Now, a lot of African parents, let me
Okay.
not just use African parents, let me just say a lot of parents, they have this concentration. Like if you give birth to 5 kids, if you have
Yeah.
2 girls and 3 boys, there's this focus on the female so much that to an
Mm,
extent is scary. Like
yeah.
you want your child to mirror, like you want to mirror yourself in your child, that kind of thing. You want your child to mirror herself in you. You want something
Yeah.
that everything I'm telling my daughter to do is everything that she's doing. Your daughter must be clean, she must be
Yeah.
smart, she must be
Yeah.
quick, she must be hasty.
Yeah.
Don't get a
Don't
woman,
be
don't slack,
sluggish.
don't be
Yeah.
sluggish, move like this, move like that. Yeah, I really
Mm-hmm.
hear that when they're talking about a lot of girls. And I
Yeah.
feel like this pushes a lot of younger girls, basically, maybe
Mm,
teenagers in their teenage age, to revolt. And if you
yeah.
notice, most of all these children that revolt, they have a particular age sector. They start from like maybe the age of like 14, 15. That's when she start texting one boy, texting one girl. So
Yeah,
me
that's true.
personally, when I'm talking to people about my relationship with my mom, people always pause because I have a very, very close relationship with my mom.
Oh, that's
Very,
beautiful.
very, very close. She's like my best
I'd like
friend.
to take notes from
I
her because I have a daughter that would like to have a very good
yes.
relationship
And
with.
when I'm talking to people about it, they're like, "Are you serious? You really told your mom that? You told your mom that?" I tell my mom
Mm,
literally everything, probably because of how we grew up
okay.
together, and she's like a younger mom. Like
Whoa.
against like my other friends that their moms are like older. Do you
Yeah, yeah,
understand? So
yeah.
I'll give her that benefit of doubt. So I'm not saying like how would you manage a girl child that
Mm.
decides to revolt at that age?
Okay. Um. What I'd say now, I'm not sure I can say based on experience, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll just assume that, or I'll just say because it's just it's the wise thing to do. I think what you should do is connect before you correct. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, try to like connect with the child that you want to
Too much
raise.
brain. This auntie, the brain is much.
You know, you should connect with them. We should not necessarily coming down to their level,
Mm-hmm.
but if you would say empathize with them,
Okay.
understand where they are.
Coming from.
Yeah, exactly. Understand their bodies at that time. You know, it's at that time where your hormones are raging.
Exactly.
We've all been there. Your
Mm-hmm.
hormones are raging and your thoughts are just
Mm-hmm.
getting wild. You're
More
just
inquisitive.
you
You want to know what's
yeah,
happening.
exactly. So understand that phase. Read as much as you can. Now
Hmm.
talking to parents and future parents, of course. Read as much as you can and then basically connect to correct, and by all means let the correction also come with a lot of loving, a lot of loving.
Omo,
Nobody can refuse love, genuine love, nobody can.
a lot of us watching this with African parents PTSD.
I know.
Like it's really reflecting. It's like
I
I don't know.
know,
I feel
I
like
know.
our generation will be sweet
Yeah.
parents. I have that
I
feeling.
know.
We'll be
No,
sweet
Yeah.
no
parents maybe
way.
because we
We
know.
definitely will be.
Hmm.
Definitely will be.
That's so cute. Now
And
on the final question that we have today,
Okay.
it says, and this one is majorly directed just to you.
Okay. Okay.
How do you balance the various roles and responsibilities of motherhood with your personal
Mm.
aspirations and goals?
Whew.
Because we have had a lot of parents that like a mother,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm taking a
Yeah.
break because I'm raising my child, and they lose the spark, they lose that
Yeah.
ginger, that female power, maybe because they are sacrificing it for their children. I've
Mm.
seen parents that'll be like, I stopped going to school because of my child. Do you
Mm.
understand?
Mm.
So what do you think?
What I'd say is okay. I'd say this is more personal because I'm currently going through it. I have a 7 month old baby girl.
Very beautiful baby girl, by the way.
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
She's so cute.
So
So
fine.
I have a 7 month old baby, and because I was pregnant, I had to like leave my job where I worked. I used to be based in Ibadan. My husband was based here, and of course, for he had more engagement here in Lagos,
Okay.
and we agreed that Lagos would be a better place for me to have better opportunities. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't just because of him,
Mm-hmm.
also including me in it, to make sure that I come to Lagos and I get the best. I can
Mm-hmm.
maximize my
Mm-hmm.
opportunities. So yeah, I would say how to like make sure that you don't lose it now is to make sure that you have a partner that's just as vested in you. It's important to have a partner that's just as vested in you,
One.
vested in your development too, so that even if it looks like you're slacking, they can bring it
Mm-hmm.
to your notice and be like, babe, you didn't used to this used to be the fire that used to burn in you. Do you want to like
Oh,
do you want to like
baby.
get back on? How can I come in? How can I support? It's just the basics of it, and also to keep it in your purview at all times. You know, I have it before I gave birth. I don't even think I ever told my husband this. I had a place where I wrote down, because I know there's a chance that it could, slip away. What you don't have in your purview consistently, it most likely will recede in your back, in your so to keep your goals, keep what you used to be consistently in your view, in front of you, so that it's like, okay, if I'm slacking, you know,
Jordan, you won't
this
cry. I don't
is
understand. Pay attention, no cry. You see, they take notes.
Bro,
They
this
take
is
notes, they
bro.
cry. Carry on,
Beautiful.
madness, right
so
on.
yeah, so you to keep it in your purview and to make sure that you're consistently seeing it, and then it can help you give like a time frame, say, because I mean, as a mother, I love my baby girl to death, and I'll do everything I can to make sure that she grows up in a healthy environment. She has the mother that she needs. So I'm just going to give you like a time frame and say, okay, this and this is how much time I'm going to sacrifice. Because it is a sacrifice. You can't escape it unless you decide not to. But if you decide to have a baby, have children, understand that it's going to be a sacrifice. Just make sure that, okay, as at this stage, she'll be able to fend, a little better if I'm not consistently in her life this much. So give yourself a time frame, make sure that what you used to be your goals are consistently in front of you, and then just have a kind partner, and just the rest will be, it won't be perfect, but it will be easier to navigate.
Yeah. Everybody's so quiet. Just
Oh my god.
so much memory. Everybody just, oh God. In her words, give yourself
Yeah.
a constant reminder of who you are. Don't
Yeah.
forget it. That's why she's
Don't.
saying, write it somewhere. Always read it.
Yes.
Give that
Yes,
checklist.
actually.
I'm this. I'm a bad bitch. Tell yourself in the mirror every day.
Yes.
I'm that bitch.
Yes, queen.
I'm a sexy mother. I still got it.
Actually.
You understand? Always do that. It's very, very
Exactly
important.
what I did.
Lord, it was so beautiful talking to her. I don't know.
Oh,
Me, I enjoyed it.
thank you.
Jordan,
I
swear.
did. I did. So.
And you know, that little part of love that I thought was dead has reawakened just a
Aw.
bit.
Josie.
Bit.
Stop.
Cause I mean, like it's so refreshing to
Yeah.
hear that love isn't completely
Yes,
as dead
like
as
the
you
whole toxic
think
thing
it
you're hearing
is
on
and
social media
everything.
everywhere.
Like,
I like the
and
reaffirmation.
it just shows how much you need a partner that understands you. That's you really do need people that understand you. I know that you have a particular goal in your mind
Yeah,
since you
very
were small.
true.
Because of whatever
Very
we have
true.
going on, it cannot ruin that.
Yeah,
So
very
it's
true.
really joyous.
Jordan, please
Aw.
conclude the show. I'm taken aback. Conclude.
Well, this was an amazing episode. Thank you
Aw.
so much
Thank
for coming.
you.
Wow,
the
My
knowledge
pleasure.
impact is everywhere. It's flying
it's
in my head.
beautiful.
fine.
I'm no
I
longer
actually
the toxic
just-
Dunni. I've changed, guys. I'm not lovey-dovey.
We will see next week, which is exactly why you should subscribe to us. Follow us on our handles. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. We really hope you loved as much as we did.
We
and
love.
that-
If you don't
that
love this
you-
video, something's wrong with you at home. Please go and check.
and that you're feeling the mothery side. Happy
Aw.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there.
Girls,
do not-
we still have hope.
We have hope, but they still love where there is love.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your take from
Bye,
today.
guys.
They should not follow us.
I said already, follow us.
Okay, at the House Chronicles. And
Can you
visit our
see?
website.
Toxic Dunia has gone.
Sorry. I'm
Sorry,
back. I'm so lovely.
sorry.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm sorry.
Please, let's be going. Bye, guys.
Bye.